is CBS News Miami.
And good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jim Barry. Welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's begin with a look at your next weather forecast. It was kind of soggy today as we take a live look at downtown Miami. It's still looking kind of gloomy, a day full of rain showers, but the question is, will all this rain move on out for the weekend? Let's find out from next weather meteorologist Shane Hinton. Shane.
Hey, Jim, I like to say these are the kind of days that they look like a Monday, even though they're a Friday. Right. But you're right, it's definitely a soggy into the work week. Right now, that next weather radar still looking very active across most of South Florida. The good news is nothing severe is ongoing, nor do we expect it. Now, we are seeing some heavier rain now in Key West. That's going to quickly be moving out to the northeast, thankfully. But this is a much needed rain. We've been dealing with abnormally dry conditions. This is the first measurable rainfall in Fort Lauderdale and Miami this year. And that rain and cloud coverage is keeping us on the cooler side for this time of year in the upper 60s to lower 70s. I do think we could actually see temperatures maybe trend a degree or two higher over the evening hours, lower 70s as we go through the evening, but you'll notice we'll hold on to anywhere from a 20 to 40% chance for some isolated to widely scattered showers. So go ahead and grab that umbrella as you head out the door if you have any evening plans. This area of low pressure disturbance in the Gulf has a stationary front along it, and that is going to continue lifting up to the north. That's why we've seen these showers ongoing throughout the day. We'll dry out and warm up as we head into the weekend, but notice our next weather maker, which is going to be a cold front on Sunday evening, starts to slide through the area and will spark up the potential for some additional showers. So we'll look at the next weather rain tracker. You can see that scattered activity continues through the evening. It'll push up from the southwest to the northeast. We will see a drying trend after Saturday morning. So we're still holding on to about a 20% chance for some morning showers. But then look at that. That southwesterly flow will keep us on the warm side, but we will dry out with partly cloudy to partly sunny skies. As we make our way into Sunday evening, this is 7 o'clock, where we start to see some showers in northwestern Broward County that will continue to push out toward the south. But now the latest model runs are showing that front kind of stalling just toward our south and maybe locking in some additional rain chances as we make our way into Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So we might need to keep our umbrellas handy then as well. Waking up Saturday morning, mid to upper 60s. It could be a little warmer in Marathon and Key West in the upper 60s to lower 70s, but overall not too shabby. Look at this, lower to mid 80s are possible for much of South Florida on Saturday, maybe a little lower in the Keys in the mid 70s, but this is going to be significantly warmer than where we've been tracking the past couple of days. Be mindful of that rip current risk if you are going to spend Saturday out on the beach. It will be elevated. As we take a look at your Martin Luther King Jr. weekend, 20% shower chance on Saturday morning. Then we see our rain chances ramp up later on Sunday evening. And then as we head into Monday, it'll be anywhere from a 30 to 40% chance with showers. We will be tracking that cold front that'll drop us down to the upper 60s to maybe even lower 70s. So there will be a nice cool down as we head into the holiday. Looking ahead to next week, it could be a wet one for the middle of the week with temperatures in the lower to mid 70s and a 40% chance for showers. Those morning temperatures are going to be pretty consistent in the lower to mid 60s, Jim.
All right, Shane, thanks very much. And speaking of weather, President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration ceremony is moving indoors to the Capitol Rotunda on Monday. It's because of a frigid weather forecast in the nation's capital. CBS News Miami's Lauren Pastrana will be traveling to our nation's capital to cover that inauguration. Be certain to catch your live reports beginning Sunday right here on CBS News Miami. And some South Florida police departments will be on hand for the big day. In fact, North Bay Village officers have been invited to participate in the security detail for President-elect Trump's inauguration. It is sending 10 officers who will head to D.C. in the morning. We spoke to the police chief about what this honor means for his department.
Besides the experience, the collaboration, the training, it's something that these officers will carry on for many, many years. Remember, it's a memory that we're building. We take this very seriously. There's a sense of responsibility to make sure that event is safe.
In addition to North Bay Village, Miami Beach Police and Sweetwater officers will also send officers to help during this historic event. In other news, TikTok's future in the U.S. still unknown, with Sunday's ban looming. Today, the Supreme Court upheld the law banning the social media giant beginning Sunday unless it is sold by its China-based parent company. The court rejected an appeal from TikTok's owners claiming the ban violates the First Amendment. Congress passed a law warning the app posed a grave security threat because of its ties to China. Enforcing the ban will be left up to President-elect Trump, who of course will be inaugurated on Monday. The company said it may go dark when the ban takes effect. Erica Brown is in Washington, D.C. with more on this story.
Supreme Court justices ruled a law labeling TikTok as a national security risk does not violate the First Amendment rights of its users. In the ruling, justices said TikTok has special characteristics, a foreign adversary's ability to leverage its control over the platform to collect vast amounts of personal data from 170 million U.S. users that justify this differential treatment.
The Supreme Court has rightly decided to uphold the requirement that TikTok be sold.
The law gave TikTok's parent company ByteDance until January 19th to sell off the social media site or be banned. TikTok users have flocked to the platform expressing outrage.
TikTok is getting banned officially.
Do you guys not realize the impact that this will have on the economy?
And to the U.S. government, I'm never forgiving you for this.
The app is unlikely to go dark on Sunday. Instead, the government is expected to order app stores to remove it, meaning new users will not be able to sign up. The action is viewed as a delay tactic to give the incoming Trump administration time to decide how to proceed.
When he comes into office, he needs to have his whole national security team, as well as his legal team, the Department of Justice, develop a strategy to ensure that our data is safe, our privacy is secure across all threats.
Trump filed a brief with the court in December, urging the justices to temporarily pause the law.
The irony in all this was Donald Trump was the first guy to point out this problem. Matter of fact, his administration had to convince me. They did a great job of convincing me and the overwhelming members of Congress.
The president-elect said he spoke with China's Xi Jinping today about a host of issues, including TikTok. TikTok CEO Shou Zishu has been invited to attend Trump's inauguration Monday. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
Meantime, closer to home, investigators looking into a suspicious fire in Deerfield Beach. Chopper 4 here showing the damage to a duplex after that fire broke out overnight. Huge flames seen coming from a home, and police believe it was set on purpose. CBS News Miami's Morgan Reiner has the latest.
Alicia Biaggi and her husband woke up to an orange sky.
I could see flames to the sky. It was just orange.
They opened up their front door to this.
My God, what's happening?
I thought it was in our driveway. I have 6 kids. We grabbed the newborn, put it in the car seat. When we ran outside, there was still no police or firefighters there, and it was just, in any second, any part of that could have just landed on our driveway.
Fire crews rushed to the scene and put out the fire within 20 minutes.
Upon arrival, firefighters were faced with very, very heavy smoke and flames coming from one side of a duplex. They made a rapid entry, a rapid knockdown of the fire, and found one victim deceased in a back bedroom.
While the cause of the fire is unknown,
at this time, the fire is considered suspicious in nature.
Crime scene investigators and canines surveyed the scene. Law enforcement set up a mobile command center.
The state fire marshal will investigate the cause of the fire.
It happened very fast, yeah, and it was completely like there was no way someone could survive that.
Morgan Ryan reporting there for us. Coming up tonight at 5, Joan Murray talks to the daughter of the victim and has the latest on the search for a suspect. In Hollywood, police are trying to figure out what led to a man being shot and killed inside his car. This happened overnight along the 2200 block of Douglas Street. Police say they got a call about a vehicle stopped in the middle of the road, and when officers got there, they found the victim. He was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. New details in the case of an attempted kidnapping in Northwest Miami-Dade. Police identify the suspect as Pagini Keith Florentine. He is facing several charges, including attempted kidnapping, assault, trespassing on a school, and trying to lure or entice a child. Investigators say he tried to abduct a young girl near Thomas Jefferson Biscayne Gardens K-8 Academy. The girl yesterday managed to run back to the school as she was being chased. Police released the identity of a man who they say went on a deadly spree in downtown Miami. 36-year-old Benton Clark is facing murder charges. Police say he approached 4 homeless people while they were sleeping and beat them with a metal rod. 2 of the victims died, 2 others taken to the hospital, 1 remaining in critical condition. It is unclear why he attacked them. Peter Dench is working this story, and he'll have the latest developments on this for us at 5 o'clock. A woman accused of killing a road ranger on I-95 in Hollywood will stay in jail without bond. 45-year-old Latoya Hayes faced a judge this morning. She is charged with vehicular homicide and DUI manslaughter. Officials say she was intoxicated at the time of the crash. FHP says Hayes lost control of her car on I-95 on New Year's Day, causing a chain reaction crash. The road ranger, Jose Potter, was working the express lane in a separate crash when he was hit and killed. 2 troopers were also injured. They, though, have since recovered. Space junk causes some flight delays in South Florida. We'll have more on that story when Quickcast continues in a moment. Well, there is now a new threat in California stemming from those wildfires. In addition to the massive devastation, there's now a risk of landslides caused in part by the water used to fight the flames. The water used by firefighters may have led to scenes like this, a home in Pacific Palisades, lucky to survive the fire, but then splitting completely in half. The saturated grounds along the hillsides have become unstable and threaten the ability for some residents now to return. Well, some South Florida flights were delayed after a SpaceX Starship broke up in the sky. Look at this.
Wow, it's amazing, man. It's amazing, bro.
That video was taken from on board the Carnival cruise ship Mardi Gras last night. You can see the orange and white streaks in the sky as the ship was out at sea off the coast of Turks and Caicos. The spacecraft took off from South Texas last night for its 7th uncrewed test mission. Falling debris briefly delayed airline traffic out of Miami and Fort Lauderdale airports. SpaceX says the Starship experienced what it called a rapid, unscheduled disassembly. It was expected to spend about an hour in space before splashing down in the Indian Ocean. Well, some exciting news for gamers. Nintendo released a first look at the long-awaited Nintendo Switch 2. The Japan-based video game company revealed images of the console design and a teaser trailer. The company says it's supposed to come out a bit later this year. No firm date has been set. The price hasn't been released either. Nintendo says more details will be revealed in the spring. And the late R&B singer Aaliyah being honored with a doll made in her likeness. Mattel unveiled its latest Barbie music collector doll of Aaliyah this week, which would have been on her 46th birthday. Aaliyah died on August 25, 2001 in a plane crash. The toy company worked with Aaliyah's brother to honor her legacy. During her brief career, Aaliyah earned 5 Grammy nominations. That does it for CBS News Miami's Quickcast. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami beginning at 5 p.m. I'm Jim Barrett. Thanks for watching.